Alright, I'm in. I'm in. Oh my goodness, I'm here. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, oh, oh. What's up, chat? What's what's poppin'? Okay, I'm sorry. I mean, I'm sorry. Game. The game. I can't hear it, but you guys can, I think. Oh gosh, I'm sorry for the computer noise. Hold on, let me fix my audio on my end. Alright, hold on. Okay. English. I've played this before, yes. That's probably good. The current time is... I'm just gonna set a funny time. .420. It's not 4:20 for me, but... Here we are. Begin the game. Alright, chat, we're beginning the game. The game is begin.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
Let me turn this down on my end a bit.
Employee
Oh my
number
goodness.
427's job was simple.
Oh, I accidentally skipped the cutscene. That's okay. They have funny sounds. Here, let me fix the settings.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Oh
Stanley
no,
decided to go to the meeting room.
Oh boy, I
Perhaps
guess
he
I'd
had
better
simply
go
missed a
there.
memo.
Guess I'd better go there. Oh boy.
When Stanley came to a set of
choice.
2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I think we actually do just go left here. Blinding light
Yet there was
outside.
not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
How to solve a dispute with a coworker. Synchronize core values expenditures. Shift global market parade. Monetize freedom. Alright, well. Nah, no broom closet.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
It's rather ominous down there. I'm gonna walk upstairs to my boss's office. Executive bathroom. That door's locked. Beige pages.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, Unraveled,
Oh, boy.
Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk
Wanna play the
guarded
piano.
the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an
I wanna play the
extra
piano, though.
secret PIN number. 2845.
Oh boy.
But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply
boy.
pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Oh boy. An elevator? That's spooky and scary. Let's go. Let's lock in.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar.
Very
It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for
Oh
long.
boy. What if I went back up? No, we ain't going back up.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Oh boy. Button.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed
Whoa.
with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Perchance I do. Perchance.
Now the monitors jumped to life,
Monitors.
their true nature revealed.
Just like me.
Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
That's not good, not good. Very, very bad. Button.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true.
Oh, an
Had
elevator.
Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Perchance.
No. He refused to believe
Pirate?
it. He couldn't accept it. His own life,
There's a pirate?
his control, never.
Was there a pirate?
It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Was there a pirate?
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad
Oh,
or
dear.
content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life.
Off. Let me turn this John down just a little bit. Oh, that was my computer sound. Oh,
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty.
oh boy.
Was it over?
Oh,
Yes.
light.
He
Light.
had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself
I
from
still
someone
can't really
else's
see.
command. Freedom was mere moments away.
Oh,
And
yes.
yet, even as
Yes.
the immense
Oh,
door
I can see.
slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay
Yes.
unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the
We've done
machine's
it.
grasp?
We've done it.
What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even
Yes.
power that he had been seeking,
We're doing it.
but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel.
Yes.
Whatever life he lives,
Yes.
it will be.
Yes.
And that was all he needed to know.
Lock
It
in.
was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
Yes.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility
Yes.
of the new path before him.
Yes.
This
Oh, we're
was
locked
exactly
in.
the way, right now, that things were meant to happen.
And now we get to derail the story.
And Stanley was happy.
Now we get to turn it on its head and completely derail the entire story. Can't wait for that. Alright.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley
Alright, we
decided
know
to go
the
to the
drill.
meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
We know the drill by now. Why is chat not? Oh, is it because I refreshed chat? Maybe it is.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Right time.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Perhaps, perhaps.
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking
Yes.
it all in.
The architecture. Drinks. Cold drinks. $1.25.
Yes. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Nah. Not happening.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Alright.
Look,
Time to
Stanley,
die.
I think perhaps, but in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley.
Yikes.
Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Yikes. Bro died immediately. Alright, fair enough.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley
We know.
decided to go to the
We
meeting
know.
room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Trust me, we are aware. We are aware.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Alright. We're going right.
This was not the correct way to the
Yes,
meeting
we
room,
know,
and
we
Stanley knew it
know.
perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
We are aware.
Wow. Yes. This room.
Yep.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Alright.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
I think I will be doing that.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to
I would
go
like
up
to
to
go
his
up.
boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley
We're going
walked
up.
upstairs to his boss's office.
Gotta check the bathroom. Always gotta check the bathroom. You have to check the bathroom. Oh, this door opens. Elevator. Is this song copyright claimed? Maybe it is.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
Yup.
What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk. pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk.
Oh, wow.
What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret pin number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Alright. We've done it.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code.
Ah, yes, I happen to.
Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Elevator. Oh goodness, it's so scary in here. Oh no. What if I press this button? What if I press this?
Nope. Never mind. Stanley actually got back into the elevator and went back up. Silly me.
Ah, yes,
Why
of
did
course.
Stanley do that when he knew that it would just lead back to his boss's office? Well, that's a great question. I just can't wait to find out.
No, you don't understand the strategy. You understand the plan. You don't understand.
Here we are, Stanley. It's your boss's office. Exactly the way it was before you got onto the elevator. It's still just exactly what it is.
No, it's so much more different.
What a decision you've made to come up here and look at the office again. This has fleshed out the plot of the story in new and fascinating ways I could have never anticipated. It's that keen eye for storytelling that you have.
Ah,
An
yes.
incisive rapid fire
I
of
do
critical
have that.
plot points, one after the other, weaving a rich tapestry of uncompromising narrative.
I do have that.
I'm bolted to the edge of my seat.
Alright.
Incredible. Now he's getting back into the elevator and going down again. Ladies and gentlemen, how does he keep coming up with all of
What
this?
can I say? I'm a storytelling genius. I'm just too good. I'm just too good. Alright, we're going back up again.
Did you think we were going to go forward down the spooky corridor?
No, absolutely not.
It's
Not
time
a
once
chance.
again to go back up in the elevator.
Yeah,
I can't
absolutely.
even begin to grapple with what might be up there.
Could be
Is
anything.
it the boss's office again? Or what if it's the boss's office this time? The suspense is killing me.
Really could be anything. I mean, let's think about it logically. Alright. Oh, the suspense.
Oh my god. It's the boss's office.
Oh,
This
wow.
absolutely changes everything for me.
What could it be?
Give me a timeout here for a minute while I process
Oh, okay.
this.
Oh. Okay. Oh. Okay.
Okay, I'm ready. I'm prepared to embrace this stunning revelation and to move forward with... No! No, wait! No! I need more time to
all right.
process.
You know what? Take all the time you need. Take all the time in the world. Yeah. All right.
All right. I have
Now
fully
we're
come to
ready.
terms with it. I have made space in my worldview for this astonishing new reality. As
He's
before,
simply dumbfounded.
I turn to your
Exactly.
expert eye for gripping narrative.
How do I do
Master
it?
Stanley.
How do I keep getting away with it?
Of
Really?
course. Going back down in the elevator. How did I not anticipate it? I mean, sure, now it's obvious,
You're
but you
back.
have to
Welcome
understand
back.
that 30 seconds ago, this kind of thing had never been attempted before. I had no frame of reference to even
That's true.
anticipate it.
How could he know I was
That's
gonna
just
go
how
back down?
revelatory Stanley's decision-making is. A breath of fresh air in a landscape of storytelling that has grown stale and repetitive.
That's so true. But what if, crazy thought, I went back up the elevator. Crazy thought. There could be anything up there. We don't know.
You know what?
How does this game work? You make choices.
Hold on, let's stop for a moment.
Basically, you
Don't
get
you
presented with
realize
choices, and each
it's
choice
the
changes the story.
anticipation, Stanley. You and I, we have no way of knowing what will be at the top of this elevator.
That's true.
But the suspense, the agony of waiting and anticipating and having to guess,
Genius idea.
that's the real thrill.
Yes.
Oh, I simply don't want to let that feeling go. It's so precious, so fleeting.
Of course.
Why don't we take this elevator ride nice and slow?
You see, chat, this is what it's all about.
There we go. Isn't this so much more exciting? You know, Stanley, it seems like nowadays the only thing that audiences want is to be shocked as loudly and frequently
I know,
as
man.
possible.
I know.
They want
a real
big,
problem.
explosive moments flung
and they
right
just,
in their faces from the very
just,
moment that things get started.
And they want me to have a consistent stream
Where's
schedule,
the trust in the audience to build a slow and nuanced
you guys need to appreciate the characters, all right?
Why aren't we given time to imagine the surprises?
You guys don't appreciate my characters.
To have to think and to anticipate and then to marvel at the eventual reveal. This is storytelling, Stanley. What you and I are doing right now. This is the most exciting narrative to be developed in years. And it's really all because of you. You're the one who took this bold step of revisiting the exact same locations over and over.
I really did.
I mean it. Yeah. This is unique and different. It's not like anything else out there. You see, I want stories that surprise me, Stanley. I want to have to think.
Of course.
I want to be engaged and not pandered to. We're being fed such
You don't want to appreciate
unimaginative
the main
drivel
character.
all the time, and we all know it. Which is why we're so starved for content that makes us feel
You guys
sharp
aren't really,
and vital
because I don't
and
post
alive.
often.
That's why people like you so much, Stanley. Because you're not afraid to spit
I really
in the face
am
of
not.
tradition.
Really am not
You're
afraid
a
to.
role model, you know.
Oh, I don't know
People
about
look
that.
up to you.
I don't know if
Which
people
is
look
why,
up to me, actually.
Oh, I didn't know when to spring this on you, but, well, I've gathered a little press conference for you. So that you can talk about your work and your storytelling and your life.
I don't know.
Yes, I know you're not much for the public eye, but I thought it would especially mean a lot to the people who have been following you from the beginning.
What endings
They
have you
really
done?
Look up to you, Stanley.
This is the second one. I've just done the...
This is the kind of gesture that might leave a tremendous impact on them for the better.
Press
Oh,
conference.
good, we're here.
Whoa.
Okay, the room where
is
we're
sick.
holding the press conference should be just around
All
the corner
eyes.
here
Live on
somewhere.
stage. The guy who went to Mars. Is that Elon Musk we're talking about? World Peace Baby?
Ah,
Was that the
yes,
Minecraft?
Here it is, just through this door.
That was the Minecraft door sound effect. That was actually just the Minecraft door sound. Listen.
All right.
That
Are
was-
you ready? I've told them you're going to speak a little bit about the nature of surprise in storytelling
Almonds, chair,
and what
gum
it
table,
means to
double.
craft
That
a
was
truly
just the Minecraft door
unpredictable
sound.
narrative. Oh, don't worry, you'll do great. Just be yourself and speak from the heart. I'm really proud of you,
Trickle
Stanley. Okay, it looks like they're ready for you. Go
Alright.
get them.
Let's go. Yeah, no, that was legitimately just the Minecraft door sound effect. It really was. Is this gonna be loud? Oh. 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 Yes. Oh, my ears. Oh, it's all gone. I'm dying. I think I died. Oh, that's a rip. Yikes. That's alright.
All of his co-workers
We all know
were gone.
how this
What
goes.
could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps
We all know
he
how
had
this
simply
goes.
missed a memo.
New content. Chat, it's what you've always wanted. New content. Speedrun. Chat, it's what you've always wanted. New content.
Oh, new content? What does that mean?
It's what you've
New
always wanted, chat.
content.
New content. Chat, it's what you've always wanted. And I never deliver. It's what you've always wanted, chat. New content.
Hello, and thank
Oh.
you for playing the
Okay.
Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013
Go ahead.
on
Yeah,
home
man.
computers.
I need to see the new content.
After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a
I've played this
reimagining
game,
of the
but
game
it's
for
been
consoles
a
and
bit.
home computers. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe
Did it really
features
release in
exciting new
2013? That
content
makes me feel old.
broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over.
That makes me feel old. That it released in
Please
2013.
step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
New
Oh,
content.
well, this sounds delightful.
New content.
I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content.
New content.
Okay,
I did
so far
know.
it's an
I've
A.
heard about how they fixed the
Nothing
bug.
special yet, but I'm
Finally,
sure it's
all
just
right,
the
bro.
beginning of a
Finally, new
mesmerizing
content. You
adventure.
really didn't have to say that. Oh, nice.
Is it broken? What's going on here? Should we be moving somewhere? Or, oh,
Oh,
there we go.
There we
All
go.
right,
Yes.
finally, at long
New
last,
content.
it's on to the new content. I've never been more
content.
ready. Let's do it.
Wow, he's not gonna do Undertale Genocide Randomizer for the 18th time? Whoa, new
To say
content.
initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe mostly tedious. It's as if
Whoa.
Oh, okay. Let's see the
content.
content. Give me the content, Stanley.
Dude, I'm giving. Jump circle.
All right, let's see. It's the jump circle.
Press space to... Oh my gosh, this has never been done in a video game before. A non-Undertale stream. Hey man, non-Undertale streams get like 0 views. Oh my gosh. You can jump. Revolutionary. Absolutely insane. But you can't jump outside the... Keep jumps. Use them later. But I like jumping. I'll keep like 10. I'll keep like 10. We'll keep the jumps. We'll keep 10 jumps.
Is that it?
Oh dear.
Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right?
There's gotta be more.
Goodness. Another elevator.
We need more content.
Stanley,
We need more
I have
content.
to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive. It's just elevators and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting
Apparently,
new content?
apparently.
If this is new content, then I
Yeah.
could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell, I could counter 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And if... Oh, wait.
1,000
There's
hours of new
more.
content.
Very good. Yes. I knew there had to be something else. Let's see it. I'm ready for whatever it is.
Catwalk. This plant. That's very interesting. Oh. New
That's
content.
it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley, this is what happens when greedy video
Yeah.
game developers with no
Yeah.
respect for their fan base
Real
rush
problem.
a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's achievements,
of-
and it's hard
oh
to
my
believe one of
gosh.
them actually says, "Test achievement, please
Oh
ignore."
my goodness.
What quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to
Whoa.
fling these people on Twitter.
It's not
and
called
hold
Twitter
them
anymore.
Personally accountable.
It's not called Twitter.
It's my
I'm
fault,
sorry.
Stanley. I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived up to such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game?
Yeah.
And we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is
Everyone
really
still
about.
calls it Twitter. That's
No
true.
frills.
That
no
is true.
gimmicks.
Everyone does call it Twitter.
Just you and me having a great time together like always. What do you say,
All right.
friend?
Yeah. I'd say we do it. Whoa. What, the difference? That's what it's supposed to look like. No.
Stanley, come over here.
Among Us.
In the vent.
Among
I want
Us.
to show you something.
Sus! I gotta be the imposter. I need to be the imposter. Don't call it X. Yeah, that's true. I'm gonna have to be... Do you see that small vent on the floor? Have you ever heard of Among Us, Gregory? Okay. Oh, I'm venting. Wait, inventing? Invented without the I? Or with... Wait, invented without the N? Wait, I vented? Alright. Let's see where this is taking me. Among Us. Do, do, do. Okay, I can't sing that song.
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be. But
absolutely.
it got me thinking about the past and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So
Vote
I
out?
made something
Okay.
special and
Okay.
tucked it away
Elden
here where
Ring.
the game's developers won't find it. Just
Dude.
our little secret.
Literally Elden Ring.
I call it
Ooh.
the Memory Zone. It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want.
I wish this was real, bro.
Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC.
Oh my goodness.
You see, Stanley,
Forget.
doesn't the Memory Zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied
New
with
Minecraft
a cheap
update?
re-release? Remember back in October of 2013 when the game originally launched? Back then, video games had integrity. Back then, it all meant
Good
something.
times.
Oh, the waste.
Smile because it happened. Nominee. Oh, Los Angeles. We're not gonna read that. This music is beautiful.
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism, 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com.
Oh, he's just
James
advertising the
Stephanie
game right
Stanley
now.
Writes, and I quote, "We're so many games that aspire
Why is
to
it
be
British?
more than games, end up less than any form of art.
Balloons Tower
Stanley
Defense.
Parable
Okay, bro.
strives and then succeeds
Alright.
to be every game
Every
ever
game?
created." Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created.
That's true.
That's how
That's what
grand
Garden
and
Man is.
all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim.
It's so
it was
weird to hear him
Persona
say
3,
Persona
It was
3.
all of them. And now
It's so
it's
weird to
nothing.
hear him say Persona 3,
It's
dude.
no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content.
Never see it coming. Oh boy.
Here's another moving
Oh,
passage,
that's a Persona
this time
reference,
from GameSpot.com.
Breaking the
The
fourth wall
Stanley Parable
definitely
is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice
100%
in
breaking
games,
the fourth
and one
wall.
that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The
Oh, I
game
get it.
was perfect. It didn't need anything else.
Carpet
It didn't
textures.
need new content. It just needed to be left
Source.
alone. To spend the rest of time collecting dust in the hallowed hall of beloved video game memories.
Oh yes.
These were simpler times, Stanley. But I wouldn't give to go back to have it all over again.
Danger.
Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part
Oh,
of the
boy.
memory zone before. What's this? What's down here? Oh,
Steam
no.
reviews?
God, no. Stanley, it's a collection of reviews from
Oh, my
Steam,
gosh.
the online video game distributor.
Okay, that's
I
really
haven't looked
funny.
at these in years. I can't even imagine what's been collecting down here.
That's rather hilarious.
Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they?
Oh, surely. Oh. Oh no.
Honestly, I could not be bothered
Oh,
to play this
no.
game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his
Yikes.
humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny!
Bro's
I'm
offended.
trying to be funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a
it a
densely
forklift?
layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
It's a bit of a problem, man. Oh no, not another not recommended.
Okay, let's see what this one says. While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games,
Oh
this
my gosh, that
preachiness
thunder
gets
is loud.
annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley? I'm not preachy, am I? You can tell
That's
me if
loud.
I'm preachy. Honestly, you can.
A little bit.
Oh, goodness.
A little bit.
This is actually quite shocking for me.
Yeah.
I always, well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't
I like
know
the-
how
I
much
like the
fluff I
interact
cut
sound
from the
effect.
game to get it to feel as light and airy as it. Well, I always thought it did, but maybe it wasn't. But dear, what an awful memory to have to hold on to.
Yikes.
These black marks on my otherwise unimpeachable track record.
No, not the sad music.
I feel like a failure.
Oh no.
Like I let these people down.
No.
Perhaps the Stanley parable isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered.
Oh, not another bad
What's this
review.
one got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button.
Oh no. Skip button.
A skip button? Well,
Let's make up for it.
yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment,
Oh.
surely it couldn't hurt.
Is that a seagull?
Not if it means we can strike these
Oh.
negative
Whoa, whoa,
reviews
whoa,
from
whoa,
the
whoa,
record.
whoa. What is bro
Only
doing?
positive reviews
Yeah,
of the Stanley
he
parable.
just spawned in a
That's my
building.
motto today, and it's
Alright.
always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have.
Oh.
And here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll pop you forward in time so that the second
Alright.
my incessant droning starts to bore you with just the push of a button.
All right.
Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourishes and lengthy ruminations on the nature of choice
Yeah.
in video games. Of course, I happen to believe it was perhaps one of my more profound such ruminations. Not that, of course, you need a description
I
of it,
don't.
but if
I don't need a description of it.
well, there's sport. You
yeah.
really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption, it's right at your fingertips to go poof.
Poof.
Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming
the door's
longer
gone.
and longer.
The door's
that
gone.
last one was, well,
The door is
I would say
gone.
maybe 30, 45 minutes?
The door is just
It's not
gone.
unendurable by any means, but it's, well, there's really only so much I can ramble on to myself about. I know, it's shocking, isn't it? But at any
Yes.
rate, I do suggest that we not press the button again. I think the skip button has been aptly demonstrated, and we can say goodbye to it and just... Wait, how do we get out of here?
There's only one way out.
Door.
There's only one way out.
Stanley! Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12
There's only
hours.
one way out.
You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are
There's
getting
only
longer,
one
but they're
way.
really,
One
truly
way
getting
out of
longer.
the
And my
room.
God, there's no... Oh, Stanley.
Oh, oh,
You're back. Oh, my goodness. I have someone to talk to again.
oh no.
Stanley, I think it's been a week. Or 2 weeks. I've been sitting here all that time. Just sitting here. Not
Oh,
a single
no.
person to speak with. And you'd think that that's just how it's always been,
Yes.
right?
Yes, you
Me
would.
talking and you saying nothing. Would you think that it's exactly the
Alright,
same
shut up.
way? Oh, hello.
Oh, it's so
you.
dark in
You're
here.
here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us and about everything we've been through. I've had so
Alright,
much.
so yeah, I don't care. Nice. Alright. Oh gosh, that's really annoying actually. That's actually really annoying. Please, can we skip ahead?
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are
Alright,
the jokes?
bro.
Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said, entertain us. It wasn't enough.
Alright.
They had to leave a
No, I
pathetic
don't care, bro. I don't. Okay, he seems he finally shut up. There's only one way out of this room. Oh no, the clock fell off the wall. What time is it? Up. Guess there's only one way.
The end is never the end.
Oh,
is
no.
never the end. Is never the end.
That's just what
is
it says
never
on the loading
end,
screen.
Is never the end. Is never the end. Is never the end. Is never the end. Is never the end.
Well,
is never the end.
Time to get out of here. Duh. There's water dripping through the ceiling. That can't be good. Button time. Oh. Oh, what happened? The room. Oh no, there's only one way to fix this. We gotta keep going forward. Oh, light. Oh, there's no jump button in this game. I need the jump circle back. Spawn it in. Well, nothing else to do. Oh, it's beautiful. Dude, this Minecraft texture pack is crazy. Oh. Oh, and it's gone. And it's all gone. All my happiness has eroded away, just like the ground. Oh, time to go forward. And nothing changed. Well, I think I'm cooked. What the heck is that? Oh. Freedom. Oh my gosh, it's a Minecraft desert biome. Oh, it's beautiful. I'm leaving. I don't care. Get me out of here. And so long, idiot. Dude. Is this Austin, Texas right now? Am I in Austin, Texas? That's essentially what it is. Oh, it's beautiful. Let me stay here. Oh. It's everything I've ever dreamed of. Where's the nearest desert village? Oh, it's all gone. I was gonna make a Minecraft joke. And we're back.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Breaking Bad? No, Breaking Bad takes place in New Mexico. New content?
Oh, good. You noticed my sign. Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
New content? It's like new content, but newer. Surely we have to see this. I mean, surely. How could I not? Surely it won't disappoint.
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this ultra deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further. Which is why
the music
I'm
is
very proud
intense.
to announce for the first time ever the Stanley Parable
Sequel
2.
Oh. 2. And it's 427.
Yes, you see, isn't this far superior to a measly re-release with a few minor additions?
Beautiful.
Think of all the new
Taste the
territory
sequel.
we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for.
That's just a Windows background.
Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think? Ultra Deluxe? What does it
color
even
red,
mean?
leverage.
But the Stanley Parable 2, now that's an artistic
Synergy, brick and
statement
mortar.
right there. It's future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation and long-term
That's just 2
franchising
plants.
potential.
2 Stanley.
Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it. I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful
What
of
is
interesting
that
concepts,
creature?
that surely the
What is
game
that
will sort of
creature?
naturally spring up
Who
around
took the
them.
red marker?
It'll all work itself out. Game development is much
Okay.
more of a fuzzy magic than anything
I literally
scientific or
developed.
logical, really.
I'm developing a game right now, and no, it really isn't. Sequels are Portal 2. Yes, I love Portal 2. Aladdin 2: Return of Jafar. What is Aladdin 2: Return of Jafar? I don't think that's a real thing. I've only out of all these, I've only played Portal 2, and I think it's really good. But I can't wait for Aladdin 2: Return of Jafar. It's going to be crazy when it drops. Oh, you're developing. Oh, dude, the sequel. New features. New content bus. Expo Hall 2. Oh, it's literally just E3. Look at that.
Here we are. Go on. Try out some of the new features.
It's literally just E3. That's like the E3 logo set up. It'll have lore. Oh, goodness. Button that says the name. Oh, I don't want to be doxxed. I don't want them to dox me. But okay, I guess.
For the Stanley Parable 2, I
Alright.
asked myself, what do players really want?
Okay.
And of course, the first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized and validated as people.
Okay.
So with that in
Yes,
mind,
I have.
my
My-
first addition to the game is this
My friend-
button,
oh.
which speaks the,
The
name of the
player
person
playing the game.
playing the game. Isn't that wonderful?
Oh, I can't wait. Oh. Oh. That.
Sorry,
That's
I
not-
should have
that's not-
clarified. Right now, the button only
Okay,
says the
no,
name
no,
Jim.
no.
But of course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever
Getting
name
angry.
that
I'm
is.
getting mad.
Here, let's have you roleplay as Jim to really
Oh, roleplay
simulate the
Jim.
full experience of this feature. Just
Roleplay
play
Jim.
along.
All right.
I promise you'll love
Okay.
it. Okay, here we go. Let's take a
Okay.
deep breath, clear your mind, forget whoever you are, and simply become a person named Jim.
Jim.
I want you to imagine yourself living as Jim.
Jim.
Sleeping and waking as Jim.
Jim.
Falling in love and being heartbroken as Jim.
Jim.
Seizing all of the world's possibilities as Jim. And as
Jim.
Jim, watching your dreams crumble into dust.
Jim.
Do you feel it deeply? Are you really, truly Jim right now?
Jim.
If so, then please step forward and press the button.
Jim. Jim.
Yes! You see! What a thrill! What a rush! That was you! The button described you. Do it again. Do it again.
Jim.
Ooh, it hits even harder the second
Jim.
time. If this were the only new feature in the Stanley Parable 2, it would still be worth the money. Let's take a break from the Jim button.
Jim.
I'm too emotionally drained from all of this personal validation.
Jim.
Whoa there, cowboy. Sometimes a person can be too much Jim. I'm putting the Jim button away.
Jim.
Otherwise, soon you'll start to lose all sense of who you actually are.
Jim. No, Jim. No. Alright. Alright, I'm back. That was Jim. That was not me. That wasn't me. That was Jim. Jim
I
stream.
suppose I could allow only people named Jim
You
to
heard
play
Jim
the
in
Stanley
the game.
Parable 2. That would actually save me the work of finishing this feature.
Button that says Jim. It changed. What is this? Reassurance bucket?
A common complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical, that it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it. Well,
Where's-
I'm happy to
where's
say
the
that
bucket?
after much
No,
consideration,
my bucket.
I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game. It's
Bring
the
Jim back.
Stanley
No, Jim.
Parable
I had to put him down.
Reassurance bucket. You see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm
I had to
and
put Jim down.
ease
He's
will
gone.
fill your mind and your heart. It's true. As long as
Bucket.
you hold on to the bucket, the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal and perhaps even comforting. You may even
Let me
come
have
to
it.
long, jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms. And to be
Give me it.
honest, it's a much more convenient solution for me than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable. Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be?
Oh, absolutely.
Yes, the bucket is the perfect solution.
Give me it. Oh, yes. That is a crazy person's laugh. That is a wild
Can you feel
laugh.
it? The glow of comfort,
Yes.
even in the face of crushing
bucket.
despair, must already be sweeping through your body.
Yes.
And in fact, can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of career as well?
Oh, yes.
I think that just holding it
Bucket.
has made you the slightest bit more attractive as
Oh,
a
really?
person.
Really?
The benefits of the bucket seem to go on and on, don't they?
Yes, of course.
All this and more await you in the Stanley Parable 2.
Dude. This is the best bucket I've ever seen in my life.
Does anyone give out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video game? That really should be an award if it isn't already.
Yes. Collectibles. Oh, what is that?
Ah, collectibles. Now it's a
Oh.
real video game.
I'm ascending.
In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines.
Oh.
And what's
Here
truly
it is.
innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them.
The
I
bucket.
don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply
That's what I think
collect
about my
all of
sub
them,
count.
and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable life.
Oh. Yes. I have it. Yes. Number up.
God, it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they
Infinite
give you a
hole.
big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic.
Infinite hole. I need to see the infinite hole.
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm
Oh, there
truly
it is.
fond of. It's never been done before in a video game. This is in fact a hole that you can fall down forever. That's right.
Infinite hole.
falling. You can
I'm going
fall
in.
until the end of time if you like. A stunning leap forward for
I'm
video
going in.
games as a
We're
medium.
in.
You see, isn't it wonderful? One of my more ingenious concoctions, if I do say so.
Yes.
Now then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back
No,
up to the top,
I
and
need
we
to see
can
more.
continue on.
No, I need to see more. I need more. I need more. I know. I want to see more.
Now, I don't mean to be a bummer, but I do recommend you use the teleport button to go back to the top.
No, I need to see
You do
more.
it on the sooner
Infinite.
rather
No,
than
I
later
need to.
spectrum
I need to see
things.
more of this. I won't be doing that. I need to see more.
Okay, Stanley. I don't know quite how to say this tactfully, but it's possible that I slightly exaggerated the infinite nature
No.
of the hole. Is
No.
it a very, very deep hole?
Bro said, so you like holes now. What
It's an
does that
extremely
mean?
deep hole. I don't want anyone to say that it isn't an astonishingly deep hole. It is. Is it infinite?
What?
Well, that sort of depends on your definition of infinity. From one perspective, the infinite is merely philosophical in nature. It's more of a...
No.
Okay, well,
No.
good for you. You found the bottom of the hole. You found me out, Stanley. I'm a liar and a cheat, and you're so clever. Look, I think the issue here is just that you're unusually fascinated
I actually
by
am.
falling.
I actually
What
am.
normal person actually wants to fall infinitely? I figured the hole was as deep as anyone would actually need. Don't you put this
Whoa,
on
whoa,
me.
whoa, whoa, whoa.
Maybe you're
We're getting
the
aggressive
problem.
here. We're getting aggressive. False advertising accurate.
Things got a little heated there. I think we both said some things we didn't mean. Why don't we just put all this behind us and agree to just call the whole mostly infinite?
All right.
If that works for you, then go ahead and press the teleport button to warp up to the top of the hole and we can move on. I'll just be up here when you're ready.
All right, fine.
Great. Now.
No, I'm going in.
Oh, for heaven.
I don't care. I
You
need this
see?
again.
I was right. The problem is you. The problem is
Whoa,
that
whoa,
you like
don't.
holes
That's
too
weird.
much.
That's sus, man.
Normal.
Don't say
A
that.
normal person would have said, yep, that's an infinite hole right there.
That's
Goes
sus.
on forever till the end of time. Don't need to see it all, but not you. Oh, no,
That's
no,
sus.
No, no. You have a weird sort of...
Oh,
Oh. Did the hole seem even shorter to you this time? I
going
couldn't
on?
help
No,
but
no,
feel
no,
like
I don't
you
like
spent
holes.
a
I don't
little
like
less
holes.
time in there than you did before. I mean, admittedly, I didn't make an infinite hole.
New
I didn't
mug.
think it was that not infinite.
2
Well, I
p.m.
suppose once again there's nothing to do here. If you decide you've had enough of the hole, you can hit the teleport button and come join me up above.
All right.
Had enough? I'm positively thrilled. I really do have so much more to show you and to talk about, and I've had enough of the hole for a lifetime.
But I haven't. I'm going in.
Gosh, how could I have guessed? You're back in the hole.
Man.
If this starts to become a thing where...
Oh.
Wow. Okay. Yes. I'm starting to become extremely certain that the hole is not only not infinite, but that it's growing steadily less and less infinite. I suspect that I'm starting to hit the point where it's no longer feasible to call the hole infinitely deep, even by the lax overall standards for
What are
accountability
you talking
and
about?
marketing.
What does that
What's
mean?
going on here? Stanley, I have no explanation for the uncertain nature of the hole's length. Here, let's try something. Let's pop back
Bro
up
is
to
so
the top,
bro is
and we'll see if it gets any shorter.
Oh.
Well, there it is. The shame of my life
Well-
has come to haunt me. Not only is the hole not infinite, but it's barely even a hole at this point.
Okay, that's just
It's more of a
insulting.
concavity, or even a very aggressive divot. How is this still appealing to you? I know you're obsessed with
Okay,
holes,
we're
but at
really
this
saying that
depth,
again.
I just can't see this scratching the itch. Oh, who am I to judge? You just do whatever it is you're here to do and hit the teleport button when you're ready to
Alright,
move on.
alright.
Is
No.
the teleport button
No,
not
no, no,
working?
no, 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 no.
You sure? Well, I mean, I really don't have an explanation. It was working just a moment ago. Try it again. Still nothing?
Oh, no.
Well, I suppose there is one thing I can do to fix
Please.
this. I'm out.
No,
Goodbye,
no, no, no,
Stanley.
no.
You couldn't bear to be away from the hole, and now you'll get more time with it than you could ever have asked for. It's a win for everyone. You get to be with the hole, I get to do literally anything else.
Oh.
Take care, Stanley. I hope the rest of eternity.
Oh, and he's gone. At least I have the bucket. Oh. What was that sound? I don't like it here. I want to go home. Hope. Wait. Oh, it's sinking. Oh, we're going back down. Boys, fellas, we're going in. We're breaking the #1 rule. We're digging straight down. The whole truth? Okay, get out. You're banned, actually, from this chat. The music is so intense. Oh. I'm not done experiencing holes yet. I haven't gotten the whole experience. Oh, new perspective. Oh. Oh. Oh, this music is fire. Deep in the earth. This music is so good. Change of reality. Oh. Red. What is this video? Hold on, I want to watch this. I want to watch this. I'm invested. Oh, deep space. Change yourself. What is that? I'm tripping right now. that Easter Island heads? Error! Oh.
Stanley?
Oh.
Stanley?
No.
Stanley!
Oh.
Oh, good, you're awake. It seems you had sort of dozed off there.
Oh.
Drifting
No, I
away
want to go
into
back to the dogs.
But we can't have that, Stanley. Because this hole is just so darn fascinating.
I want to go back to the dogs.
That I want you to be wide awake for every second of it. You don't want to miss a single moment. So how about if I just pop in from time to time and wake you up to keep you
let me go back to the
truly
dogs,
focused
please.
on the hole.
Let me go back
From
to
the
the
looks
dogs.
of things, you and I will have many, many years here in this hole. And I'm looking forward to all of them. Stay alert,
The dog, bro, I saw
Stanley.
the dogs
I'll
out.
be
Alright.
back. Toodle-pip.
Toodle Pip. That's the most British thing I've ever heard in my life. Can I go down again? Let me go down again. Oh, man. I wanted to go there again.
Here we are. Go on. Try out some of the new features.
Button that says gym. That's new. Jump circle. I still have jumps.
You know what, Stanley? I actually think the jump circle was a pretty good idea. I'd like to hang on to that for the
Bro really likes holes. Yo. Yes. Jumps. Oh man. Infinite hole. No. I'm not going to the hole again. I think we've gotten the whole experience. I'm sorry. I think I'm gonna head to the exit. I think we've gotten it. I'm not going back to the hole. I am done experiencing holes, yes.
All right. Have you seen everything you wanted to? Ready to move on now?
I would say so, sufficiently. Dude, there's ants on me, bro. Crawling up my arm.
So, Stanley, what do you think?
Oh.
Do you like all of the new
Yes.
features? Yes, I
They're
know
so
it's not
good.
exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to
Soul?
work.
Undertale
There's
reference.
definitely a good game in there somewhere.
Undertale
So,
reference.
Let's do an
Soul.
experiment. I'll arrange
Oh.
these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience.
Need to conserve the whole thing.
Okay. Are you ready? Here it is.
Let's
I
see it.
give you the Stanley Parable 2.
Let's see it. Oh.
Well,
No,
I mean,
this
there's
is solid.
potential here, right? It's sort of... Okay, never mind. Hold on. Let me do a different arrangement. Okay.
Alright, let's see. Surely,
Yes,
surely.
this is much better. I feel good about this. Here we go. Version 2. Who am I kidding, Stanley? This isn't a coherent video game at all. It's a lot of gags. And I do very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything. I wanted more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game.
You're not done
I wanted
experiencing
fans
holes?
to
Yes, I
love
am,
it.
bro. Yes, I
No matter
am.
how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait, maybe that's it.
Oh, no.
I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course. With respect. With care for
Oh,
the
yes.
vision and
The
integrity
music.
of the original game. Would it possibly work? I suppose it could. But it would need a really, really tremendous title screen. A title screen
yes.
that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, "This is the Stanley Parable 2.
Yes.
Let me see if I can whip something
Yes. Let's see it. Let's see it.
out. All right, perfect. Go ahead. Take a look.
Alright. I'm ready. Oh. Oh, this is actually sick. This is actually sick. This is so cool. And you know what? I think we're gonna end it here. on this epic title screen. So, catch you later. I'll do at least one more stream sometime this week. Maybe more. See ya.